Since my last video, I've had quite a few people say that they hope I return. So it's been about 3 years since I've done a video about my man cave. And since that last video, I've gotten a divorce, sold my house, moved into a new house, and gotten remarried. So it's a little bit different now, so thought, let's do a new video here. I've been posting a lot lately on TikTok, so the YouTube has not happened as much lately, but this will be a little rundown of the same things that I've showed last time. But there are some new things, and it's a whole new layout and a brand new room and a brand new house. So here you go. This is what you see as you enter the new room. Here's the new layout of the new room. A quick spin so you can see. Room is a little bit smaller, I think, but I have had to use more shelves to get more items in here. Okay, going just above the door as you enter the room, I have the signed poster I got for my 40th birthday, so it's quite a few years old, but that's my car. That was a photo taken by a friend on the way to a car meet, and all my friends signed it for me and gave it to me for my birthday. So I display that one proudly. Just to the right, I have a lot of the stuff that I got when I went to SEMA 2012, a lot of the posters. These are all the signed posters by the drivers from the Global Rallycross event that happened at SEMA 2012. Got a sign from it as well. This happens to be an actual badge off of a Lamborghini I got from a friend as a wedding gift. So that's really cool to have. Just to the right up there, I have one of the original posters from the Focus way back in the day when it first launched, 1999-2000 Car of the Year. Below that is the check that was given to me whenever my car was rebuilt by my friends. That was supposed to be the money that was left over to help. Actually, they stated it was money to rebuild the car after the accident, but that was the money that was left over, and so I display that proudly. They did an article on that on Jalopnik, and I've got some information on my TikTok about that as well if you want to learn more about it. Here's more of the posters that are signed by the drivers from the Global Rallycross. Article on my friend Denise, who has cystic fibrosis, and she has Daytona focus. A little bit changed from this article here, but she's a really good friend of mine. We've done a lot for each other, help each other out, so I appreciate everything she's done for me, and I do what I can to help her. Below this, we have my little setup of all my Lego Speed Champions. I don't get all of them that come out, but most of the ones I like, and I'll probably get all the new ones that are coming out for 2022. It's kind of a zen thing to assemble these, nice and relaxing, spend some time to kind of calm down and enjoy piecing them together. Now, below this, I have kind of my mini collection and Ford GT set. Behind there, those are actually, the ones to the right are Forza and Gran Turismo packs, came in special editions of the games, and of course the one to the left is just a Forza Hot Wheels that came out a few years ago. I do have the Lego Mini Cooper and the new Lego Porsche, and a small Lego Porsche as well. And this is just miscellaneous cars that I have. I don't have enough room to collect everything I like, so I kind of pare it down to certain ones that I enjoy. So I'm a fan of Mini Coopers. You'll see those. Got the a few of the Ford GT, the trailer or the truck, and a few other Ford GTs right through here, and of course one Volvo. And a few other cars. I need to get some light up in here so you can see it a little bit easier. Ford GT back here as well. Ford Escape and a Transit Connect. And the Mustang with the trailer. Now, just to the right of that, all the video games that I have. Now, my video game collection has grown a little bit, and I'm kind of doing a collection of racing video games. Now, I do have quite a few of PS3 games. A lot of that stuff I don't play anymore. I don't have many racing games on the PS3 or the PS4. Now, when it comes to the Xbox, most of my racing games are actually on the console and downloaded. Now, when it comes to the older ones, however, you'll see through here, original Xbox, Colin McRae Rally 04, 05, Forza, Lotus Challenge, Project Gotham, Rally Sports, Dirt 2, Dirt 3, then all the other Forzas, Midnight Club, and Test Drive Unlimited 2. And coming down here to the original PlayStation. And I'll spare you reading all those, but I got, all the cool ones from back in the day. Even RC De Go, which I think is a lot of fun. And quite a few PlayStation 2 racing games. Actually, I think every game I have on the PlayStation 2 is a racing game currently, and I'm trying to expand my collection of racing games on there as well. And just to the right of there, which is next to the simulator, starting at the top, got a Mountain Tune poster I got at the Blue Hill reunion I put on in 2016, so I got that framed. And a classic Colin McRae Rally poster got from when I worked at GameStop way back in the day, so that's an original one from the GameStop store. Of course, it's, signed by Colin McRae. It's a printed poster. It's not actually a signature, I'm sure. It's just a print of it. Back here, just a little drink holder and a couple of the game items like the BioShock. And here's my tower of games. I have the Xbox Series X and of course a Switch with a Sonic holding my Series X controller. Of course below that I have the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, which is a 60 gig unit, so it plays PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games. And then my Denon surround sound receiver powering everything. Now, leaving the receiver, just to the right is the simulator. But first, above that, that's the signed hood from when everybody repaired my car for me after the accident. And so I got the signatures from all my friends, and I had that nicely displayed on the wall. And I have recently added lights behind it to make it pop a little bit more. Of course, above that's Focus RS brochure picture. Now, when it comes to the simulator, I do have a new TV for it. It is a 58-inch 4K high-definition TV. I got that size because, as you can see, it's pretty much the exact same width as the dash, so it works really nicely for it. And, of course, I got the speakers mounted to the side of the monitor itself. Now, on the actual simulator, you can see in the center, I have a tablet here. And this tablet I have running SimDash for the games that do support it on the Xbox, which is like Forza, also I think Project Cars does, and a couple others as well. So I have telemetry data on there when I'm using those games. The dash is out of a Mark I Ford Focus. The gauges are out of a SVT-Focus, just like my car. So is the center console. The seats are out of a 2005 Focus ST. However, these will be updated here soon with ones out of an SVT Focus. So they're going to have the blue inserts as opposed to these suede. The whole steering wheel outfit is Thrustmaster TMX Pro. I will be updating this with a new wheel sometime in the future. Don't know exactly when, but I do plan on getting a new wheel. I do have the pedals down here with the clutch, and I've created a dead pedal as well for whenever I'm racing. The shifter is the TH8A Thrustmaster shifter, and I do have an adapter on there to run a Focus ST shift knob. I don't have a handbrake set up for it yet, but that is something that's coming in the future. And of course, I recently added some carpet down here to kind of tie everything together so it kind of feels a little bit more like an actual interior to a vehicle. Down there below in storage, that's my Oculus. I just wish the Xbox supported the Oculus for VR, but it is what it is. So I'll go back here, go wide, so you can see what the overall look is of that simulator. Works great for gaming, and I've actually played 2 players on some non-racing games by having the 2 seats. A lot of people ask why I have 2 seats. Well, there you go. You can play more than just racing games on it. All right, going to the right here, This is section, some more of my posters, and RS poster that was signed by Kim Block. I got that from whenever I was putting on Focus Fest with some friends. The organizer got that signed by Kim Block and gave it to us, so I appreciate him for that. Yep, talking about you, Ben, thank you. Small collection of pops I have. That's pretty much all I have outside the Sonic pops. I'm not a massive pop collector, but certain ones I like. You know, Mass Effect, Dead Mouse, we got Captain Picard, a few Transformers. Those are all my trophies from Autocross. Need to go back in Autocross this year. It's been a few years since I've done it, so that's the plan. I'm going to take Sonic and do that. Got just miscellaneous stuff for my car here. This is actually Kona Blue fingernail polish I got from an event. So it's the same color as the Kona Blue paint. Let's see what else here we got here. A friend of mine went to the 24-hour Le Mans and brought that back for me. One of the trophies from Blue Hill Reunion. Kim Block signed shoe that I got. Oh man, it's been 10 years since I won that from Codemasters, and I had him sign it when I went to SEMA. The original clutch in Sonic that's got 302,000 miles on it, so I'll never get rid of that. That's actually an advertisement for an event dealing with the Ford Focus and fashion from way back in the day, almost 20 years ago. This is actually a harmonica that was used by John Popper of Blues Traveler. I got that from a concert, and he actually handed it to me, and never going to get rid of that. Here we have just a bunch of different magazines and pamphlets and brochures and you name it about the Focus, all through here, along with you know, just other miscellaneous books and, you know, video games or cars and whatnot that I have, and just got them on storage here. And of course up top we have the Sonic poster, my Focus WRC art, which is gorgeous. I absolutely love this art print. This color signed artist proof is only one of 4 of these, actually only 4 of these made. This is one of them. This was actually signed by the artist and given to my wife and her ex at the time, because at the time they had a red and a yellow SVT Focus exactly like these, so it matched exactly what they have. And of course mine's Sonic Blue, so it's not one of these, but I love having this in my collection. And of course, here is the Focus on the Beach 2008 t-shirt that had Sonic on it. You can see the license plate on it right there. So yeah, I still love the fact that my car was used for a t-shirt for an event. Now moving on to the right, this is pretty much my Sonic stuff. I've got my big Sonic on the floor. It was a little crooked, but I use him in my car for car shows. A smaller one that I don't use very much, but he's on display. Now just right here, this is the brand new Xbox Series X fridge. Yep. Got drinks inside, does a really good job keeping things cold. It's about $100 for this, and of course, when I heard they were coming out with that, I had to get that. It's just too cool not to get that. Here's more stuff down below for my Sonic collection. One of the trophies that I put on and actually created for my Blue Hill Reunion event. Some of the energy drinks from with Sonic on it. Kind of added some more shelving here to give more room for my Sonic collection because it is growing. Now that Sega Genesis Mini is in my car right now in the glove box, so I have a playable Sega Genesis Mini in my car. And next to it, at the top of this shelf, starting off, that is a Mighty Car Mods poster that I got. And it is signed by Marty and Moog. Gorgeous poster. I could not pass that up whenever I saw them come out with it. And more of my Sonic figures. A lot of this stuff I did get from Sega directly back in 2009 when I was working for GameStop, a manager's conference. I talked to them and said I was doing car shows and showed them my car, the red wheels, the Sonic theme. They loved it. They sent me a bunch of stuff, including all these games here, including this one signed by Yuji Naka underneath the wrap. So I have this nice little collection thanks to Sega, and I don't plan on getting rid of this stuff. You know, I've had it for over 10 years now, about 13 almost, and it's going to stay in my collection for going forward. A few more things have added here. I got, this is the Sonic Lego kit. It's not done yet, in the process of assembling it, but that's where I'm at so far on it. And this is a knockoff type of Lego kit I got a few years ago. There's like 1,000 pieces for it, and it's teeny tiny, pain in the butt to put together, but it looks pretty good. And that's Sonic right there. Just recently got that as a Valentine's gift from my wife, so it looks really good, cool, lit up blue. This is the Sonic plush that's from Build-A-Bear that my friend got for me, and had it embroidered with SVT on one of the hands and my car number 401 on the other hand with a spare key. Really cool personalized Sonic for my collection. And of course, that's the 10th anniversary Sonic statue. I think there's less than 500 of these, and I recently saw one of these out of box, without the box included, sell for about $700 on eBay. So I don't know exactly how much one in box that's never been opened that came directly from Sega would be worth, but that's kind of my crown jewel in my collection outside of the Yuji Naka signed Sonic Heroes. And down at the bottom, the helmets I used for autocross that I painted to look like Sonic on the sides, and just a couple other things. And continuing on, this is basically my trophy section. I do have a couple other large posters, like my Dodge Dart poster signed by Travis Pastrana from SEMA 2012. And of course this Ken Block poster signed from SEMA 2012 as well. The rest of these are all trophies from events like Carlisle Ford Nationals, Mid-America Ford Performance and Shelby Meet. Just a lot of different types of car shows I've entered. Probably my biggest award that I've had is finally winning first place at the 2021 Carlisle Ford Nationals in my car, and then also getting first place in Focus Rising for the same year. So I got two first place or two awards at one event, which was really cool. And there's just a few more of the trophies. This is actually not my car. This is somebody's car from back in the day off of Focal Jet. I always love the way the car looks, so I've had that car framed in my room for, 15 plus years. On the door, I have more of the stuff. It's kind of a little Ken Block thing I have going on here. This jacket is one of the other items that I won from a contest through Codemasters. So I have that on display here, and somebody gave me the Ken Block hat. So inside here are some Spy Ken Block style sunglasses. Got my Blues Traveler poster below there on the door. And this table, it was one my grandfather made, and I have it used to display a few of the Focus brochures that I have, so you can see a little bit out there. It's a little bit better than having it on in a magazine holder where you can't see them, so at least they're out like this so you can see them from here. And that is an old header that a friend of mine put some spark plugs in to use as a key holder that I have not figured out a good place to mount it yet so I can hang my keys on it. And finally, the last part of the room, the last wall, starting at the top, more trophies that I have won with Sonic over the years with my surround sound speaker on each side over here. The top, a few years ago, my new wife surprised me with a actual surprise birthday party and had this banner made. So it's like I could not get rid of that banner. So that's why it's still up on display. Totally surprised me. Probably one of the coolest things that's ever happened. So that's not going to come down. Now in the center here, this is the car show board that I use for my car and car shows. So I have it on display here. And this was the display board that I got during the SVT 20th anniversary at the Carlisle Ford Nationals in 2013. That's why I have that on display as well. Very cool thing I got there as well. See, at that time, 225,000 miles on my car. I now have over 375,000 miles on my car. Now around this is my collection of Focus and Fiesta models with a few other sprinkled in there. So you can see kind of have a Focus and Fiesta rally theme on these first two shelves. Third one as well. These are RC cars with a WRC theme to it. And the bottom one down here, it's a mixture of a lot of different rally cars. So they're not just Focus and Fiestas, but a lot of other types of rally themed vehicles. Now in the center, basically these are all the Hot Wheels that I have, all Focus and Fiestas here. I used to have a larger collection. I ended up giving a lot of the cars away, so I'm a little smaller now in the collection than I used to be. Here's a few more of what I have as far as collected for models over the years. This is a USB drive for the Fiesta launch, and that's a USB drive for the Focus launch. So that's 2011 and 2012. So those were only given out, I think, at the North American International Auto Show. I won those Ford Turvis tumblers on a contest online with my car, and a few of the modifiers, which are getting really hard to find now. Now, in the center, this is a new piece. That yellow box is actually a welcome kit from the Focus back in 2000 when it first came out. It's got a watch inside and a bunch of other cool things. I might have to actually do a TikTok on that, or maybe do a YouTube video so people can see what's inside there. A friend of mine found that and actually gave it to me, so it's a prized possession in my Focus collection. There's another Ken Block signed Hot Wheels car. I got quite a few Ken Block signed things, that's for sure. The funny thing is, he's not my favorite driver. He's pretty cool, but not my favorite. And here, this is actually a collection of a bunch of different Escorts. So not any Focus or Fiesta there, but still Ford products. And finally at the top here, these are all SVT models I have. Lots of these are from probably at least 20 years old, so they really kind of have a racer feel, Fast and Furious feel as far as the look. Nothing wrong with that. It shows the history of the car. Now, I really like this next shelf. These are all of the Hot Wheels different variants. There are 6 different variants of the Hot Wheels cars, the 1/18 scale. I got all of them. Finally got this one here, which is the last one, the crown jewel of my collection. So very happy to have all 6 of those. And that's the last. All the bottom ones there, or 3 of them, are RC cars. And that's pretty much my Focus collection. To wind it up on the right here, got a Transformer poster I got at an event many years ago. Love Transformers, so I had to put that on display as well. Yeah, no, that's not me. That somebody found that and gave it to me. It's got my name on it, so of course I had to put it on the wall. So, and GameStop gave me an Excellence in Wish Granting Award. Oh man, this was back in 2010. So I'm very proud of this and being able to help kids with wish granting with Make-A-Wish when I was at GameStop. So I display that with pride. And the final thing here is basically an art project that I went with a friend to their birthday party about 3 years ago and made that. I can't draw or can't paint. It's the first thing I've ever done, and I think it's pretty cool, so it's on display. So going from here, zooming out, that's the room. Ended up being a nice little cool room with everything kind of auto-related, Focus-related, simulator, video games, kind of all one big theme. Oh, and kind of had to automate it, so I'll show this. Hey Google, game time. There we go. So, got to set the mood, turn the lights down to play some video games.